Hey y'all, this is Leah with the Southern Clean and Wife. Thank y'all for stopping by. Today's going to be a cook and clean with me, and today's cooked food is going to be a chicken patty. And as you see here, I am just frying up some bacon. This is about 2.5 strips of bacon. You could do more, you could do less, but bacon is delicious on anything and in everything, so more is always better. But these are going to end up going into the chicken patty, and I will end up using 2 big cans of chicken. You can get these big cans from Walmart, you can get them from Costco, you can get them from pretty much, I think, every grocery store has their own cans of chicken. But as you see here, I just chopped up that bacon and I threw it into this chicken and mixed it all up. And we're going to use 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. And this is the type of mayonnaise that I use right here. And once again, I get it from Costco. A lot of the foods that I get will be from there, but you can always buy that kind of mayonnaise pretty much from wherever. I think it does go by a different name on across the Rockies, but it's still the same thing. Here we go. We got 2 eggs going. We'll have 2 eggs in here, and then we're gonna have put some salt and some pepper. I guess if you need measurements, it's going to be about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper kind of deal. A trick that my daddy always told me was to put the pepper in there until you can see it in your food. Like, you mix it after you put the pepper in there and you mix it. If you can see the pepper in there, then you have enough pepper. And right here, I'm adding 2 cups of cheese, sharp cheddar cheese. And that is delicious. We love cheese. Cheese in this house tastes so good. So we put cheese in a lot of dishes. I ended up throwing some bacon grease into this pan that rendered some delicious flavors, but you can definitely use butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, a little bit of vegetable oil, whatever you may have on hand. You just need enough to cover the bottom of that pan, just so that way it doesn't stick that much. As you see here, I am just kind of like going under each patty, kind of to make sure it doesn't stick that much. And I'll do this every so often, just go underneath the patty, the chicken patty, and make sure it doesn't like stick to the thing, because it does have cheese in it, it does have egg in it, and sometimes those products can stick to your pans. And we're just going to keep at this and keep flipping them over. It's kind of like in a way, it's kind of like an omelet. Like, if you get the omelet just right and you turn it over, it's perfect. But sometimes if you turn it over too soon, it goes everywhere. And that can happen with these patties. With that being said, you can take those pieces, still cook them all the way through. And my kids loved those little pieces. And if you just have big kids, I'm pretty sure it still eats. It's still delicious. You can definitely, if you needed to put more cheese or something on top, you could. Now, you can put these in like a hamburger bun and eat it like that, but we just ate them just like these patties, just plain like that, with some, this night we had beans, but you can fix up some corn or whatever you may need, like green beans or something. As you can see here, this is about the thickness that you're going to get your patties, and that's about how the patties end up going whenever you turn them over and smush them onto the pan. Now we're going to hit our cleaning area. As you see there, I am like all this pink stuff. All this pink stuff is like the milk flavor powder stuff that you get for your milk. It was on top of my refrigerator, and I happened to open the door and it fell. That's a downer. Whenever you put stuff on top of your refrigerator, sometimes you may have it on the door, and anyway, that's what happened there, and it fell. And so I just grabbed a rag, and I was using that rag, and what I'm spraying it down with is hydrogen peroxide, and you can find that from a dollar store. Around here, I go by the colors of the dollar store. We have a yellow one, we have a red one, and we have a green one. And so I got this one from the yellow one. Red, yellow, and black one. If you understand, I don't think I'm allowed to use the actual names of the stores sometimes on some stores. Still learning YouTube, still learning how to go through with the copyright things. I try to listen to them abide by those right now. I was using my vacuum there. It didn't get it all the way clean. It doesn't have that good of a section as far as getting corners clean and stuff, so I had to bring out that broom and sweep up that. Now you may be curious and wondering, what is that on my shirt? I believe that is baby spit up on my shirt. Yes, I do. I don't typically change my shirt all the time because the baby spits on me a lot. It's life. It happens a lot around here. And sometimes I'll change the shirt, sometimes I won't. It just varies. Mamas, can you relate to that? Yes, of course. I sure hope you can anyway. Here we are with this sticky, like, there was some kind of sticker on this refrigerator. I guess it was telling us maybe the temperatures of the refrigerator or something when we had got it. But I took it off. Stickers paranoid me so bad. If they're not supposed to be on something, I want it off. So I peeled it off, and now I got stuck with that sticky residue. And I was using this gunk remover here. I'd made it, and I think it was tea tree oil and lemongrass oil with some coconut oil. And I had to, at the first, I was so impatient with it. I just put it on there and rubbed it and got a plastic spatula and started scrubbing. And then the second time I decided, well, I'll just let it sit. And when I let it sit, it worked. It just kind of came right off. Being impatient with homemade cleaners does not really work too well. You have to be patient as far as letting them sit for a little bit. And how I clean my refrigerator, as you're noticing, is I just go section by section and just get it nice and clean, and then go to the next section and then put everything back. And I guess some people might take out all of this stuff at one time, but I don't necessarily do that. This is how I get that done. Now, as you see there, I have that cookie sheet. I put my meats on that cookie sheet so that way, you know how, like, sometimes you'll buy a packet of ground beef or something, and if you put it on top of things, those drippings will start dripping onto the whatever's underneath it. And so I just decided I'm going to get a cookie sheet, and that cookie sheet always stays in there. That's what I put my meat on, and that's where the meat drippings go about 95% of the time, as long as that cookie sheet isn't overflowing. So I'll take that cookie sheet out every now and again, and I'll just give it a good cleaning too. And I just decided to do that because I didn't want the drippings going everywhere. And a lot of times you're supposed to take your meat and you're supposed to put it like towards the bottom of your refrigerator, so that way if the drippings do happen, that it'll be at the bottom and it doesn't get all over your food and things. But that works too. And as you see there was something else on that floor. That came out of I think it was a cherry pistachio thing that was in there and had gotten everywhere. But as you can see, it's all clean now. Looks so much better. It may not be that organized, but it works for my family. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope this encouraged y'all to go clean. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if y'all want to see more. Bye, y'all.